Hi there, thanks for joining me today. I'm Jackie, and today I'm going to show you a project on this 8x10 frame. And I'm going to be using sea glass, but I'm also going to use some other beach treasures like some driftwood and shells and sea pottery, hoping that it gives you some more ideas of things that you can do with the stuff you find at the beach. And my subject of this project is shorebirds. I've been really fortunate lately to spend a fair amount of time at the beach, and I love to watch the birds when I'm at the beach. I like the seagulls and the terns and the osprey, really like the eagles and the herons, and we have these blackbirds, these cormorants. Love to watch them. But one of my favorites are the shorebirds. So I'm trying to create some little shorebirds today, which are like little swallows. I call them cape swallows where we are because they bore into the little holes in the cape to make their homes. So I'm going to try to create some of those today. So let's get started on that project, and I hope that it inspires you to do some really fun things with your beach treasures that you find when you go to the beach. So what I'm using for this project, I have my 8x10 frame, I have my trays of sea glass, I have some brown and some green, I love all this green sea glass, and some white sea glass. So I've got a good supply there, and I have 3 pieces of driftwood, I have 3 pieces of sea pottery, I have a few little blue pieces and a few shells. And I am using my kitchen and bath adhesive caulk, my clear silicone, to glue all the pieces on. And everything goes on with the same product. And I find that holds really good. And I have a few little sticks to clean away any messy bits and my craft tweezers. So I'm all set to go. So what I wanted to create with this one, I have these 3 pieces of driftwood, and I wanted to put them at the bottom of the piece, kind of like their fence posts. You know how you often see those fence posts? And I often pick up pieces of driftwood when I'm at the beach because I really enjoy that. And then the birds are there's going to be 1 bird sitting on the top of each little post. So I'm just using 3 pieces of sea pottery. And then I'm using a piece of brown sea glass to make like a wing on the bird. And then I'm using little bits of blue for the beak of the bird. It adds that little touch of blue that I always like to have in each piece. And then I have these round shells. I love collecting these shells. They're kind of the leftovers of the periwinkle shell. I think the rest of the shell wears away because it's thinner, and then around the rim it often stays intact like a circle. So I wanted to put one of these at the bottom of each fence post. And then my plan here is to do some brown sea glass at the bottom, because that's the beach. So I'll do a bit of a brown mosaic at the bottom here. That one doesn't work. And I'll play around with those pieces. And then I'm going to have a little bit of green as well, because the green is going to be like some water out there in the background. So I'll have some of my probably use tiny greens here to have a strip of water. And then I'm going to fill in the top with the white. And I'll make a nice sky all around the birds, because this is one of those ones that I've often seen people make birds in their sea glass art, or with their sea glass and with their pottery and everything. But when I do a mosaic, I like to have the entire piece filled in, usually. And so I'm going to do that all around the birds. And I'll find a couple of really tiny brown pieces as well to make the birds' feet. And I'll stand those pieces on end. So I'll just take them like this and glue them on. And that should hold the feet in place, so then it supports the bird sitting on top of the fence post. So I just go like that, make the feet. So I will show you as I glue all of this on. Very simple project, not a very complicated design, but I think a lot of fun. And the key to doing any of this is that when you are putting all of this stuff together, it reminds you of all this special stuff that you collected while you were at the beach. So see, I just take a string of silicone, put it on the back there, glue that on. And then when you go to look at it too, all of the material in here came from the beach. Kind of reminds me of watching the birds while I'm at the beach. I love to watch them. I've seen so much bird activity this summer. It's been wonderful. Now getting into the fall. And they even get more active sometimes in the fall because there's a lot of migration taking place. So we see lots of birds around. So I hope you're getting to the beach and you're finding some great treasures while you're there. And you're getting a chance to watch the birds where you are. I know the bird life is totally dependent on where you live because all different places have different bird life. So I think these three shorebirds have very different personalities. I find that the way you angle the piece of sea glass and where you put the wing and where you put the eye and the beak, it all has a different effect and it gives your bird a really different personality. So I think I've got three really unique birds right here. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video and it reminded you of being at the beach and watching the shorebirds. And I hope you make it to the beach. And until next time, happy sea glass hunting.